The December edition, Inspire Youth Journal. The consequences of restrictions on women's education in Afghanistan. Prohibition of education for Afghan girls has resulted in a profound crisis, which impacts both local communities and the entire nation. Over the past 1,000 days, 1.5 million Afghan girls have lost over 3 billion hours of learning due to the Taliban's restrictions on secondary and higher education. Since the Taliban regained power in 2021, they have enforced severe restrictions on women and girls, including the closure of their schools and universities. In addition, they banned women from parks, gyms, and other public spaces. They have erased half of the population from society. This is not just a loss of basic human rights, but also a significant setback to the country's growth, which deepens gender inequality and jeopardizes Afghanistan's future. This article explores the broader consequences of depriving Afghan girls of their education and highlights the importance of empowering them for a better future. As Afghan girls are denied access to education, the consequences affect not only their lives, but the whole nation's future as well. If the 3 million girls currently deprived of education could finish secondary school and join the workforce, they could contribute at least $5.4 billion to Afghanistan's economy. Educated women are more likely to work in higher paying jobs, manage businesses, and contribute to the country's economic development. Millions of Afghan girls are deprived of the opportunity to lift themselves and their families out of poverty. However, this catastrophic situation goes beyond economic losses. Education is a key factor in empowering Afghan girls to make life decisions. Currently, Afghan girls are at high risk of early and forced marriages. According to the US Agency for International Development, the Taliban's prohibition on girls' education has led to a 25% increase in child marriages and a 45% rise in childbearing across Afghanistan, which results in a cycle of poverty and poor health outcomes. Girls who marry as teenagers are more likely to experience maternal mortality and endanger the well being of their children. Their lack of education also means they may not have the knowledge to advocate for themselves or their families, which makes them vulnerable to exploitation and abuse. The psychological impact of restrictions on the education of girls is equally profound. Education is a source of hope, identity, and purpose in life. When the Taliban announced that girls were prohibited from attending school and universities because of their gender, it left girls powerless and excluded from meaningful roles in their own country. Feelings of hopelessness, anxiety, and depression are widespread as girls see their dreams are being erased. According to a UN Women report in April 2024, 7 out of 10 Afghan women suffer from anxiety, isolation, and severe depression. This data highlights the immense mental health crisis created by the restrictions on girls' education. The consequences of denying Afghan girls their basic human rights are extremely serious. Afghan girls deserve and have the potential to learn, dream, and shape the future of their country. Their education is more than a right. It's the foundation upon which a brighter and stronger Afghanistan can be built. The global community must act now to ensure Afghan girls are not forgotten. Investment in their education is a necessity for Afghanistan's growth and a powerful contribution to a more equitable and prosperous world. Together, we have the power to change history. The consequences of restrictions continue into the next generation. Educated women tend to marry later, have fewer and healthier children, and are more likely to ensure their children are educated. This creates a cycle of development. Without this opportunity, Afghan girls risk passing their poverty, inequality, and lack of opportunity to the next generation. Consequently, the continuation of these challenges will hold Afghanistan's back economically, socially, and politically.